In the vast tapestry of biblical narratives, few figures evoke as much intrigue and complexity as Azazel, the scapegoat. This enigmatic character, steeped in ancient tradition, serves as a powerful symbol of sin, atonement, and the human condition. As we embark on this exploration, we will delve into the multifaceted role of Azazel, not just as a figure in Scripture, but as a reflection of our own struggles with morality and redemption. Imagine a time when the Israelites gathered, their hearts heavy with the weight of their transgressions. The Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, was a sacred moment, a divine opportunity for cleansing and renewal. In the heart of this ritual lay the figure of Azazel, a goat chosen to bear the sins of the people. But what does it mean to be a scapegoat? The term itself has roots that stretch back to ancient cultures, where the act of transferring guilt onto an animal was a common practice. In many societies, this ritual served as a means of appeasing the gods, a way to rid the community of its collective sins. As we explore the origins of the term scapegoat, we find ourselves in the midst of a rich historical context. The word itself derives from the Hebrew Azazel, which is often translated as the goat that departs. This imagery is powerful, evoking the idea of sins being cast away, removed from the community, and sent into the wilderness. But Azazel is not merely a passive figure. He embodies the complexities of sacrifice and the human desire for absolution. In ancient cultures, the role of sacrifice was paramount. From the Greeks to the Egyptians, rituals involving offerings to deities were commonplace. These acts were not just about appeasing the divine. They were deeply intertwined with the community's understanding of morality and justice. The act of sacrifice was a profound acknowledgement of wrongdoing, a way to restore balance and harmony. In this light, Azazel emerges as a pivotal figure representing the intersection of sin and redemption. Turning our gaze to the biblical account in Leviticus, we find a detailed examination of Azazel's role during the Day of Atonement. The ritual involved two goats, one designated for the Lord, to be sacrificed, and the other for Azazel, to be sent into the wilderness. This duality is rich with symbolism. The first goat represents the acknowledgement of sin, while the second embodies the removal of guilt. Together, they illustrate the profound theological implications of atonement. As we delve deeper into the symbolism behind these goats, we encounter a narrative that speaks to the heart of human experience. The act of laying hands on the scapegoat, transferring the sins of the people onto it, is a visceral representation of our desire to externalize guilt. It raises profound questions. What does it mean to bear the weight of others' sins? How do we navigate the complexities of guilt and forgiveness in our own lives? The Book of Enoch, an ancient text often overlooked in mainstream biblical discourse, offers a fascinating portrayal of Azazel. This apocryphal work expands upon the narrative of fallen angels and their influence on humanity. In this context, Azazel is depicted not just as a scapegoat, but as a figure entwined with the corruption of mankind. His actions, as described in the Book of Enoch, lead to a cascade of consequences, illustrating the profound impact of sin on the human experience. As we analyze Azazel's role as a fallen angel, we are confronted with the theological implications of his narrative. What does it mean for humanity when a celestial being falls from grace? The story of Azazel serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the fragility of morality and the ever-present struggle between good and evil. it invites us to reflect on our own choices and the ripple effects they may have on our lives and the lives of others. In the realm of theology, the concepts of sin, atonement, and redemption are intricately woven together. Azazel's narrative prompts us to consider the weight of our own sins and the possibility of redemption. How do we bear the burdens of our actions? In Christian theology, the figure of Jesus emerges as the ultimate scapegoat, bearing the sins of humanity on the cross. This comparison invites us to explore the depths of sacrifice and the transformative power of forgiveness. As we journey through history, we uncover the evolution of Azazel's understanding within Jewish tradition. Thus, scapegoat ritual has undergone significant transformations, influenced by cultural shifts and theological developments. The Hellenistic period, in particular, brought new interpretations and understandings of Azazel, reshaping the narrative in profound ways. This historical context enriches our understanding of the complexities surrounding sin and atonement. In Jewish mysticism and tradition, Azazel takes on a new dimension. Kabbalistic texts and folklore offer mystical interpretations of his role, exploring the deeper spiritual significance of the scapegoat. These interpretations invite us to consider the interplay between sin and spirituality, urging us to seek a deeper understanding of our own moral journeys. As we transition to contemporary interpretations of Azazel, we find that modern theologians and scholars continue to grapple with his significance. In a world grappling with issues of sin and morality, the concept of the scapegoat remains relevant. How do we apply the lessons of Azazel to our lives today? The idea of transferring guilt and seeking redemption resonates deeply in our collective consciousness, prompting us to reflect on our own experiences of shame and forgiveness. In exploring similar figures across different religious traditions, we uncover universal themes of sin, sacrifice, and redemption. From the Hindu concept of karma to the Buddhist understanding of suffering, the idea of bearing the weight of wrongdoing transcends cultural boundaries. This comparative analysis invites us to consider the shared human experience of grappling with morality and the quest for redemption. As we reflect on the story of Azazel, we are left with profound questions that resonate deeply within us. What does this narrative teach us about human nature and morality? How can we apply the concept of the scapegoat to our own lives? In what ways does understanding Azazel deepen our comprehension of atonement and forgiveness? In conclusion, the story of Azazel is not merely an ancient tale. It is a mirror reflecting our own struggles with sin, guilt, and redemption. As we navigate our own moral landscapes, let us take a moment to reflect on our beliefs about sin and redemption. How do our experiences shape our understanding of these concepts? I invite you to explore further, to seek out readings and discussions that challenge and inspire you. The journey of understanding Azazel is a journey of self-discovery, a path toward deeper comprehension of our shared humanity. Thank you for joining me on this exploration, and may it inspire you to reflect on your own journey of atonement and redemption.